One thing I learned, when you tell people or you tell someone that you do a little something, they assume that you go over the top with whatever it is. Like if you tell somebody, oh, I drink a little bit, all of a sudden you're drunk. And you could just be a person who drink, I don't know, a glass of wine or something like that. Or in many cases, it might be just a beer, you know. You even have situations where a person will say they smoke a little bit, but it could be just sage or, in my case, CBD, right? All of a sudden, you're a pothead, you know? You could even be a person that, I don't know, you had some pain in your leg, right? And the doctor prescribed you to take you something to get rid of the pain. It can be Motrin. All of a sudden, you're a person that pop painkillers. The season might change and your nose get to running. You feel like something dangling in your nose and you just so happen to be doing this a lot. All of a sudden, you tooting or you want some powder or something like that. Let me greatly inform something about myself. What I say I do, that's exactly what I do. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no way for a person to say, oh, they overindulged or they was an addict or something like that. When you're responsible, you don't have to worry about things like that. You don't. Folks don't understand. You gotta watch exactly how you say things. Because a person, it gets into the wrong ears. They not gonna look at you the same. They're not. Depending on what it is. If you are doing things in a ha-ha manner and it gets into the ears of someone who's responsible, they'll be like, what? But if you are a responsible person and you talk about how responsible you are, it gets to the wrong ears. All of a sudden, you overindulge to a person that might possibly overindulge themselves. They just probably did it so much that their body is immune to it. So they ask for that more or whatever it is. They become addicted. But to make themselves look like they're not addicted and you are, it's crazy. They would deflect that type of thing on you. So you have to be mindful. You gotta watch what you eat around people, what you drink around people, because it be the one with all the teeth in your face, you know, ready to do you bad. It's just sad, but like for instance, you know, I know it seemed like one doesn't go with the other, but I got this thing, and I'm not knocking anybody else who does this BC powders or goody powders. I really think that it's completely unhealthy because it's not good for your heart. So, if a person you know, so-called themselves say, oh, I seen Cherry doing some, I don't know, white stuff. No, that would not be me. That wouldn't be me at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you really, really, really live the street life, you know, I don't care what you decide to do positive in life, you always have it in the back of your mind. Like, you just do not do anything that would jeopardize what you're doing. I don't care if it's in the streets where they say you don't get high on supply type shit. But still, at the same time, you know, got folks that will be hell bent on making sure that, oh yeah, they was, you didn't know that about them. Hell the fuck no. You will never say that about me ever in your life. Ever. So just FYI for those who just, who are well unaware of how that type of stuff go, especially if you are in a position that you could lose it all or lose your mind, because that's what they're aiming for, your mind. If somebody say anything with, oh, Cherry was overdosing, that's why she, hell fucking no, you better do the autopsy twice, 3 times, 5 times. I don't give a damn. Do it as many times you want on me until you figure out who and why and when. That's all I'm saying. I would never get so obsessed over any type of anything. Period. It's a certain type of self-control that I feel everybody should have, but everybody don't have that. So you gotta watch out for people, especially if I see evidence of or look at some shit where I'm like, what? Oh, okay, because I wouldn't for instance, like I wouldn't talk about healthy shit if I wasn't actually attempting to do those things. I wouldn't talk about mental health if I wasn't working on my mental health. I wouldn't talk about narcissism if I never either experienced or carried some level of tendency or trait about certain things that I needed to change within myself, because like I said, narcissism coming from childhood, something that was unhealed. So you wouldn't speak or do any of those things if you weren't actually living it. You know what I'm saying? So just like me losing weight and me going to the gym, I would never be so obsessed with trying to lose weight so bad that I would take something that was not natural. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that done. And I've been doing it naturally for years. So that's all I'm wrapping up with.